And here we go again. Today I'd like to take a little bit of time to address a little problem that I've had a few times, not many, but it's worthwhile addressing it anyway. Sometimes when I put in a USB pen or I put in a CD, well, CD is not so bad because I can see it straight away, but if I put in a USB pen, it doesn't always show where it is at a glance. And as always, when you're doing things like I do with the computer, I like things to be there very quickly, and it's not always happening. Call me impatient, but I find it very easy to identify my drives because you can see I've done the various pictures, like junk dump and music and web stuff and movie drive, etc. I've managed to do that, and the way I do that, if you're interested in how to identify this, let me just go to the junk dump. If I look down at the very bottom into the files, I have a little file in common on all these drives, and it's called autorun INF, and that's all it is. It's a notepad document. It's square brackets open, autorun square brackets close, next line, icon equals junk icon. Okay, well, if we have a look on here, there is the junk icon, and that is the one it's referring to. So as soon as it runs that little icon. That's as simple as it is, and that gives me all these little pictures on my various drives, so I can identify them quickly. However, it's not the same for USB drives. I can put USB drives in and they don't always show up, especially if I've only just got the drive. I can't always see it straight away. So to address that problem, I went on the internet, had a quick search, and I found a nice little website which will probably pop up straight away, and it'll be mike-ward.net, simple as. And we go to his website and we can see quite a few different programs. He's a very busy bloke. Desktop support for 280 characters, resharp. You go down the list here, there's loads and loads and loads of stuff that you can have a look at. If you find something you want to have a look at and you think, hey, I really needed this or I really wanted this, give a little donation. Doesn't have to be much. It can be, if you're a millionaire, £1,000 would be good, you know. And if you're not, if you're just like, you know, normal OAPs in UK, you can send him £1 or £5 or whatever through PayPal, and he will be exceedingly grateful, no doubt. Anyway, what we've come to look at today is not any of this lot. We're actually looking for a program called Desk Drive, which I click on, and this is the little beast. It's a desk drive, and basically what it does is show you attached drives. It's in various languages, as you can see: Chinese, Spanish, Slovakian, Russian, Portuguese, Polish, Korean, etc., 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 and also English. So we click on the download desk drive button, and we have to look down the list because it's got a lot of stuff you can download, and we're looking at the desktop drive MSI. Not necessarily the MSI version, no, because we can do the MSI, which is great, or we can do Desk Drive Setup 185. So if I click on that and then save the file, this file is 500 kilobytes big, not even a megabyte. So even on a slow internet connection, it will occur very quickly, excuse me. And so that's it, boom, job done. And we thank Mike very much. As you can see, I've downloaded it before, obviously, but you'll get, let me just take that one out, delete that. Right, so we end up with the little desk drive icon, which we can double click on. Before I do that, just go back a second. I want to just prove something to you. If I right click on there and I run a scan with Malwarebytes, now I generally do this anyway, it comes up perfectly clean. Right, it's scanned the whole file, it's got no viruses, no threats, it's absolutely wonderful, okay. So if I click on that and say yes, it'll bring up which language do you want. Only now when I click to OK it, we come up with a little website blocked. Okay, it's blocked, that's fine, but it doesn't affect the installation of this program in any way. We click on next. We accept the agreement. It's just standard general public license agreement. There's nothing hidden in there at all. It's all very straightforward and fairly obvious if you take the trouble to read through it. So there we go. Once we've done that, we accept it. Basically, it's a free program that you can use and share. So just a little warning there that it's probably because I've installed it before. Do we want a desktop shortcut? No, we don't. So we'll click next and carry on and install it and finish. What we do see when we've installed it is we asked it not to put any desktop icons on there, so there won't be any, quite obviously. But if we look on the desktop here, we've got Disk Drive. Now if I right click on that, we get a few choices. We can close it if we want, or we can go to the settings. Now I'm just going to move that over to the center a little bit. Okay, so we can have a look at the CD-ROM. We can have a look at removable devices when we put them in. We can also click on the fixed. Now watch here what happens when I click on the fixed. It will give us all my little drives, web stuff, movie drive, music drive, and that's handy. Bit cluttered on the desktop if you do that, but it's handy to have them there. I can go straight into the junk dump, no problem at all. I can also go to the web stuff, no problem at all. It's all there, very simple, on a little shortcut. So do I want them? Not really. I probably wouldn't use them actually. If I unclick, it takes them away. Because my drives are laid out quite nicely, as you can see, little pictures on there. I can get to them fairly quickly. It's only when I plug in a USB drive it causes me a problem. With this program here, if I just take a little pen and plug it in, now this has a logo on it as well, so it's not so bad. But give it a second, it'll read the disk, and look, I get the page opened up, but I also get a link put on the desktop. As long as that's plugged in, it can stay there. So I've closed the drive. I've closed the information for the drive. Okay, I can carry on doing what I'm doing, and then when I want to access the drive again, I just click on the little link that's been created, and up it will come. Again, I have the auto run information thing there, and it's just straightforward. Squared brackets, auto run, close square brackets. Icon equals whichever icon it is. I keep the same icon because it's on a pen, so there it is. And that's all there is to it. So as long as that pen is stuck into my drive, it will show me that bit of information there. If let me just get another pen drive out, if I've got one handy. If I go and plug in just another drive, just anywhere in the whole computer, I'll just choose a different location this time. There we go. It hasn't got any icons on it. Okay, this is just an empty pen drive, which I don't think it's very big, but straight away I get this desk drive number 1. So I can click on there and that will open up the pen drive. So if it's a brand new drive and I haven't done anything to it, I haven't put any information on it at all, that's what it will show me. And that will stay there as long as that drive is plugged in. That icon will stay there. Now if I unplug the drive, it'll disappear. So that's the program. It's called Pen Drive. I'll just unplug my first drive. There we go. It all works wonderfully. Whether that's a labour saving device or whether that's a hindrance to you, I don't know, but I find it very good. So just to recap, go to the website, which is Mike-Ward. I'll type it again, Mike-Ward.net. Lose all after, and that will take us there. We can have a choice of whichever one. We're actually interested in desk drive. We can look down the desk drive, read about it, go to the download desk drive, right. We can find it on this list, desk drive setup. We can choose whichever download we want. In this case it's the exe file, or there's a 64-bit one as well. Choose whichever one you want. I haven't done that one before, just do it again just for the fun. It's only kilobytes big, as I've said. That's 502 kilobytes, half a megabyte big. So as I said before, even on a slow computer that will download very, very quickly. If I go to the download folder, I've obviously got two of them now. I've got the 185 and the 64. Don't think there's any difference in them, but I will keep one because I'll find that quite useful for myself. So there we are, that's it. We run the exe file very simply. You can scan it first and check it with your Windows Defender or whatever antivirus program. You'll find it has nothing, no problems with it. Go to the settings, we can choose whatever we want. We can choose fixed and it will show us our existing drives that are on there. Once it's read them, there they go, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And that's basically all there is to it. So whenever I plug in a drive, it will give me an icon on my desktop, thereby saving me searching through the endless ones, because that second pen I put in hasn't got an icon. So whether or not it would change, I don't know. So there we are. That's the program. I hope you've enjoyed this very short video, but I hope a lot of you do use that and have a look around the websites. Thank you very much for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, which is Howard L. Hall on YouTube. And if you subscribe, then you will also get a notification when I put up something new. Anyway, thank you very much. Bye for now.